You are now tuned in to the Brown Spade. Okay, family, so today we're going to talk about relatives versus family. Today we're going to talk about relatives versus family. So I'm going to start off with relatives first. Relatives are people that we are related to by blood. And we're supposed to be kinfolks, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, and nephews. That is your relative. But sometimes, and a lot of families probably can relate to this, or a lot of people who listen to this can relate to this rather, that in a lot of cases, sometimes your relatives can be some of the worst people that you know. Sometimes they can be the most envious people that you know. Sometimes they just mean you no good. And they don't even realize it. And so those are some aspects of relatives. I had this call the other day, and I've been pondering on this. So when I woke up this morning, it popped up in my mind, so I decided to talk about it. I try not to get very personal on this platform, but like a week ago, I was on the beach, me and another retired firefighter brother, sitting back, enjoying life, smoking cigars, having a great time. And I get this call. And it's my sister. I love my sister, let me say that first. But the truth is the truth, right? So every time she called, the first thing hit my mind, because she watches my mom. So when I get this call, I'm always, on this standby, the what if. But anyway, because my mother's getting older, so that's a normal thought. So it wasn't pertaining to my mom. So I thank the universe for that. She called me, and she's upset with sound like she upset with me, because she called me. She called me and was telling me that she is upset because she did not get an invite and she feels some type of way. An invitation because my son proposed to his girlfriend back in the States. And I'm listening to her and I'm just shaking my head. But she continued to go on and on in the conversation, which ultimately triggered me, took me out of calm mode, and now I'm in defense mode. So before I know it, I'm in a heated argument with my sister. Before that phone call, I was relaxed, kicked back, minding my business, having great conversation, smoking a great cigar, sipping on mojitos, living my life to the best of my ability, right? And she bringing this negative energy directly to me from the United States. So I looked to the right and I saw this Latino woman looking at me like, damn, you're loud. And she was right, because I got loud. I get loud when I talk. I get loud when I get excited. And I realized, man, this is crazy. And so sometimes those relatives, they can bring out the worst in us. And then you have some relatives that can bring out the best in us. But in my case, on that day, she brought out the worst in me. It was like she was looking for something to get angry about. She channeled her anger toward me. has nothing to do with me. My son proposing to his girlfriend has nothing to do with me. It's obvious I'm not there. I'm here. I'm here in the Dominican Republic. And she's talking to me as though I trained him, telling him not to associate himself with her. So I said, well, since you're on the subject, let's talk about it. The reality of it is, you wasn't in his life when he was growing up. So therefore, he did not have a connection with you. It's not that I'm trying to tell him to disregard, hold information from you, or don't invite you to certain things. Hell, I didn't even know he was proposing. I'm his father. But I didn't take it personal because that's my son's life and I respect his life and I respect his decision. He's a 27-year-old man. He's not a teenager. So if she had any gripe, in my opinion, she should have called him. She should have gave my son a call. But I'm glad she gave me the call because that's my son. And so he's a part of my tribe. So yeah, come talk to the chief. Come do that. So I had to check her and I had to give it to her raw because she asked for it. And sometimes I'm the type of person, I try to stay reserved and hold stuff because I try not to hurt people's feelings because I know if they're sensitive, I can't really talk to them anyway. That's her. So on that particular day, I had to give it to her. I had to give it to her unfiltered, raw, uncut. You have not been in his life. Why do you expect for him to act like y'all just the closest thing since peanut butter and jelly? She didn't like what she was hearing. You know, she continued to blame me and my ex-wife that we kept my son from them and this and that and all that. And I don't even want to go into that spiel, but I had to check her, needless to say. And so now I'm going to go into I digress. I'm just going to stop on there. So now let's go into family. Family is what people that comes into your life. Family could be a stranger. Family could be somebody who love you and love you for who you are, not for what they want you to be. I'm going to say that again. Family are people who love you for who you are, not for what they want you to be. You see, we have to understand that family, they're going to treat you good no matter what. Family don't bring the BS to you. Family respect you. Family don't talk behind your back. Family don't try to manipulate you. Family don't try to make you feel ashamed or try to belittle you. That is family. So it's not necessarily a relative. It's not necessarily your so-called blood. And so in this life experiences, I can honestly say that the people that I've met throughout my journey in this life have treated me a whole lot better than the people that I call relatives. And so those are my family. Those are my family members. We don't have to talk every day. But when we pick up the phone, it's like we left off on page 56. We pick up that phone, we go back to we let go where we left off. Or we go with the next current event or whatever's going on in their heart and in their soul. Because in this journey of life, we don't know what's coming ahead of us. But in this journey of life, we're just going to meet people. And sometimes you have no idea when you're going to meet them, where you're going to meet them. You just meet them. And so that's what this video is about. And I just want to thank my family. I want to thank my family. So I want to give a personal shout out. I want to give a personal shout out to my family member, Cleve. I love you. My homie Craig, my family, I love you. and my friend, my dear friend, may he continue to rest. And one day I'm going to see you on the other side. My friend Eric. I miss him. I love him. So those are the two differences between family and relatives. And there are some more family members. And also, I also want to say thank you for the subscribers who have subscribed. And for those of you who haven't subscribed, I'm going to continue doing videos. There has been a delay. I've been out here making adjustments. I'm living in another city. I'm enjoying it. And I will continue to make content. If you have not pressed the like button, please press that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to Brown Spade. One word, Brown Spade. Thank you for listening. I hope that I touch you. For those who are experiencing this or have experienced this, I try to come out here every Sunday by this ocean. It's just footstep. I mean, I can just get here in I can get here a minute and 15 seconds. So I try to come here every day. This is like my sanctuary. I come here and listen to my soul and speak. And I speak to the earth. And I greet the sun. So thank you all. I want to thank my family. I love y'all. And I know there's some names I haven't called. I love y'all. And thank my subscribers. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Even though I'm not consistent making videos, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'm going to continue making these videos. So please, stay in there with me. And I will, and I will be doing another video later on this evening. And I hope you guys will like it. I'm going to edit it, and then I will release it tonight. So again, thank you all. I'm very grateful. I love this thing called life. I embrace everything come with it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's continue to live. Peace.